Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to the pilot episode of The Adventures of Randy and Ruby in Corgiville. This here is Randy. The YouTube channel is going to be pretty much all about Randy and his many adventures. I'm trying to get him as much as I can to sit over here with us, but you know, he's kind of roaming around. He's not used to being down here too much. So I want to talk to you on this episode just about Randy the breed and all about Randy and the Corgis. Just so you know, in the future, most of our YouTube clips are going to be all about the dogs and not about me or anybody up here talking to you. So Randy here is a Pembroke Welsh Corgi from the country of Wales. He is one of two types of Corgis. The other type of Corgi is a cardigan Welsh Corgi. Pembroke, because he's from Pembrokeshire, Wales, and the cardigans are from Cardiganshire, Wales. The difference between the two, the cardigan style has a little bit longer of a tail and they have rounder ears. And if you look at Randy's ears, he's got very pointed big ears. That's probably the most well-known feature about the Corgis, that and their short stature. So the word Corgi is actually a Welsh word for dwarf. That's why they're known as the dwarf dogs. They're very energetic, very happy-go-lucky dogs, love to run, love to play. They're known to be a worker dog. So generation after generation, they were known for hoarding. They're still used for that. Hoarding. Herders. They're herder dogs, not hoarders. They're herder dogs. That was a good one. They're herder dogs, known for herding sheep and cattle. We found that out from reading about him, but then also from our own adventures with him, because we have two older dogs. I've actually had two older dogs, and as we would get them all outside together, Randy is always herding our dogs up the stairs, keeping them where he wants them to go. Kind of a bossy little dog, if you will. So just a little bit of background to how we got Randy. We are a kind of a dog family. We've always had a dog or two. We had two older dogs that were about 10, 11 years old, and we were pretty satisfied with them, didn't need anything else. But then our youngest son, Trey, who is a college student, came home with a surprise for us, and the surprise was Randy. So we were kind of shocked, didn't quite know that we were going to get him, but Trey's a huge animal lover, so I guess it really didn't surprise me in the end. When we did get Randy, he was very sick. Trey bought him from a breeder. His first time, obviously, he's ever bought a dog. But when we got him and got him to the vet, he had parvo and pneumonia. And the vet had basically told us, you know, we can treat him, but we don't know if he's going to make it. So after a lot of treatment, a lot of going back and forth to the vet, he is thriving. He's healthy. No other further issues. So that was a big scare for us, and I think that made us fall in love with him even more so, just because he was so sickly. But he's raring to go now. Loves to be outside. Corgis are huge barkers. There's very small dogs, but boy, they have a very loud bark. So if you're looking for any type of a watchdog, that would be him. Bark, and it's very loud, just as loud as a bigger dog. We have him outside as much as we can because Corgis also love to eat. They're known, if you look at Corgis that you see like on different videos or anything, a lot of them are very heavy. Come here, Randy. Oh, see, he loves the squeak toys. They're very heavy dogs, and they have a tendency to get fat just because they eat so much. So we try to watch what he eats and keep him trimmed down. He runs a lot. He loves to fetch his little squeaky toys, and loves to go outside, chase his bones and stuff. So keep him exercising. Another feature about him is they have lots of fur. They actually have what's called a double coat. So I have to groom him daily just to keep the hair down and inside the house. I'm going to tell you, if you ever get a Corgi, if you don't want a dog that sheds, a breed that sheds, that would not be the dog for you. But if you get one, keep your Swiffer handy and your vacuum cleaner. Come here. Oh, you're so loud. So a couple fun facts about the Corgis. If you look at this white stripe on his back, there's a reason, well, there's kind of a reason for it. Corgis are known as the fairy dogs, enchanted fairy dogs. So history has it, the Welsh fairies and elves actually use Corgis as their animals to pull their coaches. They also use them to help herd their cattle and their sheep. And they were used as their steed for the warrior fairies and elves. So it's I think it's cool. I think it's fun. And that white mark across their shoulder is called the fairy saddle. So that's where the fairies kept their saddle on the Corgis as they rode them around their little villages. So kind of fun, kind of exciting. So again, hoarding, great dogs, lots of fur. Now, in the future on our clips, what we're going to do is we're just going to have all of the adventures of Randy, and what we plan to do is to introduce you to Ruby, who we are going to get in the future. He's going to be Randy's female companion, and we hope to have an arranged marriage later as they get older. Our other dogs, Hopper passed away recently, about a couple months ago, and he was the only other one that would play with Randy and kind of wrestle around with him. Coco is our other older dog. She's about 11. She's blind. She doesn't want to mess with the dogs at all. So Randy kind of just does not have a playmate, and loves to play, loves to wrestle around. So in the future, we'll bring another pup in and introduce him and see how it goes. Hopefully they'll get along well, and we'll have a family maybe eventually. So again, the videos in the future are not going to be people-based. They're going to be dog-based because my husband, he is a self-proclaimed dog whisperer. My son actually calls him the dog whisperer because he kind of reads the dog's minds and reads their body language, kind of knows what they're doing, what they're thinking all the time. So a lot of the clips are going to be narrated by him doing what dogs do, thinking about what dogs are thinking about. So he may even show you his dog whisperer certificate in the near future. You never know. So again, just wanted to kind of introduce you to the Corgi breed here, let you know about them, see what they're all about, how much fun they are. I will say we have fell madly in love with Randy. He is a great dog. I'm not a person that would ever let my dogs up on the couch or anything like that, but I have a tendency to set him up there with me, and he kind of goes with us everywhere we go, and he's just a great pooch. Again, big shudders, probably see it all over my pants, but it's worth it. We love him to death, and I'm sure that we will love Ruby in the future as well. So just a heads up, watch for our channel, The Adventures of Randy and Ruby in Corgiville. Thanks. Talk to you later.